Hey Aquarius, Intuitive Soul Coach here, excited to bring in your January 2026 career and money reading. Welcome back if you are returning, and welcome if you're new. I'm Mel, an intuitive reader, and I'm super grateful that you found me today. And happy birthday for those of you Aquarians celebrating another trip around the sun. Let's see what is unfolding for you over the next 4 to 6 weeks. You have luck at the bottom of the deck. Beautiful energy here. Anything that you do now will be very prosperous. If you believe that you are lucky, you'll create an abundant mindset. Aquarius, the power of our mind, our thoughts, our beliefs are so important. And I feel like you are shifting gears. You may have felt like you'd gone through a period where things may have felt stuck. You may have felt like things were mismatched or misaligned, but because you have this energy of coming together, it feels like finally, the light at the end of the tunnel. There could even be a settlement coming through, a financial win, a reward, or some form of accolades for your hard work. And you have the ring showing up here. This speaks of financial commitments. Yes, you're getting back on track with your financial goals, and I see that you are making and taking practical action steps that are going to help bring your vision to life, help you get closer to a dream or a goal. This is about your long-term investment. So many of you could be coming up to a cash out or a buyout period where there could even be a completion. I'm seeing the world. So whether this is retirement, this could be an account that's reached full maturity and you may be shifting into putting your money in a new financial institution, or you could be re-upping your funds in some way or doubling your profit. It feels like there's a really wonderful energy coming in here for you because this is something you've been working hard towards, but you've been planning as well. I see, Aquarius, that your dreams are starting to take shape. This is about working together, important partnerships coming in. There could be a new collaborative assignment or project that really goes all the way. It could be a new company, a new organization that you work with, and it feels like you're in it for the long haul. It feels like this path, this direction, whatever is coming together now, it is built to last. Now you have investments showing up here. So investment says finances are looking good. Finances are growing. They are moving into a state of balance after a period of maybe even feeling like you had lost. I'm getting like fortune here may have felt like it was fleeting. All right. So you may have gone through again a period where financial challenges, patterns, or something felt repetitive time and time again. But the pendulum here is saying that your strategy is paying off. And I see that fluctuating income is now coming into a payout. Again, that word payout keeps coming in. Maybe there's a return or a settlement or a refund, something of that nature. I also see that if you were owed money for something you've done in the past, or it could be something that you've been putting a lot of your time and your energy and your investments into, it just feels like there is a payoff here. And you are making choices. As it says, the pendulum can connect to the 2 vibration, which I see with the partnership. You could be making choices to disengage from energies that hold you back, that distract you from your financial goals, your financial future. And you could be reconnecting or engaging in partnerships and energies that get you back on track. And ultimately, I feel like you are investing at this time, investing your time, investing your energy, investing your money into things that have the opportunity to grow. Okay, so this is beautiful. You're setting a strong foundation. It says you will see the fruits of your labor paying off. And I see that some of you may have gone through a rejection period where if you had applied for a loan or if there was a legal situation, maybe you wanted a promotion or a raise, or if you had applied for a new position, it feels like you may have been let down, or there was indecision around a choice, around a decision, but it feels like now you are being given the green light. It feels like someone is acknowledging your hard work, and this is the time where you're really moving into this career path that feels more fulfilling. It feels like there's not only growth available, Aquarius, but you could be taking your business maybe online. You may be generating passive income. And again, because I'm getting that world energy here, even though I don't see the world in your reading, we have the sun, even better. I see that you are putting yourself out there and you're taking a chance, a calculated risk, and it's going to pay off. Yes, it is. It's going to pay off. So where are we currently at? There's that Hanged Man energy. So this is about rising above. This is about you taking a look at things from a different perspective. We talked about the mindset here. And so again, if there had been a pause or a delay or procrastination, or if you were in a bit of a limbo period, which is what I was picking up on with that pendulum, but also luck. Because some of you are like, Mel, I need some luck. I need a lucky streak here because something has been feeling a bit stuck, or I've been uncertain about where to apply my energy or my efforts, or feeling like things aren't panning out in the way that you had hoped. So I see with the Hanged Man, this is actually showing up as a release. And I say that because I see the Death card. So an old cycle, an old role, an old way of materializing money, you've outgrown, and you're stepping into a new threshold. There is a new opportunity that you're about to commit yourself to. And it feels like this is aligned with your purpose, Aquarius. This is a connection here that feels strong. It feels stable. It feels solid. But I also feel like it gives you the voice. So this could be a platform even. That 2 energy, it could be a platform that allows you to put yourself out into the world, because you have the 2 of Swords showing up. The 2 of Swords is a source of financial blockage. This can be what's holding you back from that financial abundance that you truly seek. And sometimes this can be the mind, right? Oftentimes we are the ones that hold ourselves back through negative thinking, sabotaging behaviors such as procrastination, or even indecisiveness. Not making a move or not making a choice is a choice in itself. It's an energy. And sometimes we feel like we're not sure, what do we do next? And it's a very human thing, right? We all get stuck in this 2 energy. And I see here that you are being guided to trust your intuitive awareness at this time, because there's a pulling. You have a pulling. You have an intuitive knowing. And even if you can't figure it out logically, it doesn't have to make sense right now, but you are being guided to choose based on alignment, not based on fear, not based on proving your worth in some way, or what looks good on paper, what feels aligned to you, Aquarius. That's what this energy is all about. So what is your money mindset at this time? And I always say our mindset is so incredibly powerful. Our beliefs, our values, our integrity all connect to our financial story, our relationship with money. You have the Hierophant, which is big and bold energy. This connects to the spiritual teacher. This connects to spiritual wisdom, but it also connects to tradition. So you may be caught at times in a loop between maybe a more traditional path and breaking out of that cycle and moving towards maybe more independence, or craving more freedom, more flexibility. And so the Hierophant, though, is saying whatever you decide, whatever you are thinking in your mind, whatever your values are, I feel like you are all in that direction. Now, I want to be clear that values or beliefs, they change. They can change over time depending on our growth, depending on what we've gone through. And so right now you may be going back and forth with the pendulum, and you may be questioning and asking yourself, what is truly important to me? Is it worth compromising my integrity to fit in? Or, is it worth staying in this traditional path and riding it out? Or is it going to be worth putting myself out there, my business, my services, my goods? Is it worth applying for a new company here? So it feels like you're making your mind up and you're committing wholeheartedly to it here. So this is about you not wavering, because sometimes that Two of Swords energy, it can be indecisive. And it can, again, be like, I'm riding the fence, Mel. I don't really know what's going on here. But because you have such a powerful mind, this is confirming to seek your spiritual inner truth. And if you need help, connect with a coach, a guide, a mentor, someone who can help you open yourself up to choice and to know that there is a new path available if you so choose, if this is the path or direction that you want. And I see that, again, alignment is favorable. Alignment is favorable, meaning if there's a mismatch here, Aquarius, you are going to feel it, because it's going to feel anxiety ridden. It's going to feel stuck. It's going to feel like, okay, I don't really know what's happening here, but you're going through a bit of a growth spurt. And the Hanged Man is showing up to offer up a new perspective of making money, maybe a new income source. And another message I'm getting here with the Hierophant, Aquarius, you may have a traditional job in some sense, but I also see that you could be branching off and creating maybe an entrepreneurship of your own. Or if let's say you are a nurse and you've had the traditional teachings, you've gone to school to be a nurse, and you want to branch off and maybe add a bit of a holistic twist. So it can be more non-traditional, but you have the original foundation of something you've learned, but now your intuition is guiding you to seek something deeper, something more. It does feel like it's a holistic approach. So looking at it mind, body, and soul for your career is going to be important, because some of you may have stayed in a career for a long time. Maybe you've been in a career for decades, and some of you are like, Mel, I'm ready. I'm ready for a shift. I'm ready to invest in my own future. I'm ready to branch off, right? I'm ready to retire, whatever this is for you. When you commit, you go all in, Aquarius. And because we have the Two of Swords here, this could connect to technology as well. The sword speaks of logic, communication, but also the World Wide Web. So there could be movement on the technological front. So perhaps this is an idea that you materialize through the help of technology in some way. Online classes, it could be a new platform, it could be connecting, making and creating new groups, new communities online, networking, marketing. It feels like that's favorable here for you as well. All right, so let's look at your opportunity for income growth. The Five of Cups, and this is powerful because when the Five of Cups shows up, it tells me that there was dissatisfaction around finances, around your career in some capacity. But instead of sitting around and sulking, or instead of sitting around focusing on what has been lost or what didn't work out or what went wrong, I see that you're flipping the script here and there's a new opportunity being offered. Because on this Five of Cups, you see that, yeah, there are 3 cups in front of her, and maybe, or seashells in this case, but I feel like you're listening because seashells represent listening. And so you're listening to that intuitive nudge, which is saying, Aquarius, you have 2 cups over here. That's the rings, right? There's that Two of Cups energy. So not only the ring, the cup, but I feel like it's the Two of Pentacles. So It feels like there is a strong connection that is coming in here because this is a direction and choice that you are choosing, and you're going to see that it opens up for you around your season, Aquarius. So new opportunities for growth, new opportunities to level up your skill set, to partner up, work for a new company, to go for that promotion. But even though there has been disappointment, don't let that disappointment rain on your parade. Don't let that stomp your luck. Because the Five of Cups is saying, don't focus on the past. That is why the windshield is way bigger than the rear view mirror. So this is a turning point where you are turning things around here. And you have this ability to generate money doing something that you love, doing something that feels like there's a call for it, a need for it. You are very gifted, you're very skilled, you're very talented. And I see that you could even help people build their businesses. You could help motivate others. I'm also getting research. So you could be researching out maybe properties or researching out like business propositions. This could be grants. I see scholarships here as well. So it feels like you have your thinking cap on and you're in researcher mode, and it feels like there's some significant evidence or information that you also link to this intuitive knowing of yours. So let's look at the unexpected financial influence. Beautiful. Six of Swords. You're moving towards calmer waters, which is good because that Five of Swords isn't fun. It can be a win at all cost mentality. It can be manipulation. It can be mental muckery where you feel like you're going in circles with that mind where you just are not sure what way's up, what way's down. So no wonder you are moving away from this. And I see that there is an unseen force. Oftentimes in the Six of Swords, you'll see a helper. So this could be someone in the physical. It could be spiritual help, assistance, and guidance that is helping you move towards calmer waters. So there is assistance here. There is a guide, spiritual guide. Many of you are being divinely guided, but you also have the ability to help motivate and inspire others, Aquarius. Now, Six of Swords connects also to the mind. So it could be that you are getting clear about what you want, and this brings you a sense of inner peace. It brings you a sense of inner calm. And if you had been worried about finances because that investment with a whole briefcase full of money is coming in, there certainly could be, again, some sort of financial win, a refund, a settlement, or a new opportunity where you're able to generate income, and that allows you to kind of rest and digest that nervous system a little bit, allows you to breathe again, like, oh, okay, I was worried about it, but I don't need to be worried about it anymore. So it feels like Six of Swords is an unexpected help coming in here. All right, what are action steps? Death. This is a big action step because it means that you are ending cycles, roles, patterns, dynamics that have been stomping your luck, that have been limiting your flow of abundance. And if there has been changes in your corporate job, let's say a company has been bought out or there's been a change in management, I see that endings are opening new beginnings for you, but it's not as scary as you may have thought originally because there's actually something new that is opening up that feels like, okay, I got the lucky draw here. So you are the recipient of luck. And even if there is changes, maybe there's been a layoff, it feels like you are not getting caught up in some sort of whirlwind, which the Death card, you see that the horses are all running around, which is interesting because in February, we move into the year of the horse. The year of the horse represents freedom, freedom of speech, our voice, advocacy, liberation. So I see that you are connecting with new beginnings here, with new momentum. This is a new sense of freedom. So if you have, again, felt stuck in that hanged man energy of, Mel, I don't really know what's happening here. I don't really know what's going on. I feel like you are taking inventory and you are getting clear about what you want. You're getting back on track here. There's this new momentum, new inspiration that is bubbling up within you. And that Six of Swords says, you're feeling a bit calmer moving into maybe February. Perhaps some of you moving into January wasn't the calmest, or it may have even felt like I'm still where I was at, but slowly. It doesn't feel like this is immediate moving into the new year, but it feels like there is a profound inner transformation that's happening within you. And when you have the Death card, I just feel like there is an old dynamic that you've outgrown and you're ready to step into a new threshold. And there could be a contractual agreement coming through because your outcome is the Knight of Swords. So you are the swords. You are the air element, Aquarius. And this is you hitting the ground running. So after a period of pause, which is interesting because that was also connected to Capricorn energy. So perhaps some of you have some Capricornian vibes going on. Maybe you're on the cusp. Capricorn season could be a big time for you as well. But I see that you are taking this idea, taking some sort of communication, advocating for yourself, speaking up, going all the way, contractual agreements, business contracts coming through, paperwork, maybe even new agreements being signed. This could be over the phone, over email. I see Zoom calls and marketing. I see a lot of like the technology again coming through here. But ultimately, the Knight of Swords, he is fast. He is a fast moving knight. And so once he dedicates himself, Six of Swords, it feels like you're all in. You're saying, okay, finally, this is the clean break that I've been waiting for. Like this is the turning point that I've been trying to manifest, even if it feels like it's taken ages. I see that you are moving forward here. And it feels like it's aligned with your season, Aquarius. So Knight of Swords, taking swift action. But this is also balancing out impulsivity with your logic. So basically it's a calculated risk. You're saying, I'm going to put myself out there. I'm going to move in a direction, but I'm not going to be spontaneous about this in a way that could get me in trouble. I am going to live and lead from my intuitive awareness. And that's what's coming through here, because guess what's at the bottom of the deck? Well, I think I shared it with you earlier. It's not the world, but it's the sun. The sun is what you're driving into, Aquarius. The Knight of Swords, driving that motorcycle right into that sun. And the sun is abundance. It's happiness, it's warmth, it's livelihood, it's confidence. And it is a playful energy as well. So even though there is a bit of a serious tone to the mix, or it can even be, I don't want to say heavy, but it feels like there's a lot of change. And sometimes we forget to have fun with change because we can be kind of rigid. We feel like, oh my gosh, I can't really breathe until I'm up out of this situation. But again, yes, there's going to be a little bit of that back and forth for maybe a couple more weeks for you. But ultimately, I love that she's holding the mallet there and she's about to bang on that big old gong, because that gong is a vibration that reverberates out into the universe. So it feels like there is a bit of a calling or a bit of an awakening that is happening here for you. So pay attention, listening. You're going to receive some information that is favorable, that is positive, that is a win. Okay, that's what I'm getting here for you. And you actually have the Queen of Wands below the sun. So if you look at the Queen of Wands, not only is she fiery, she's magnetic. And all of those cows are following her home, right? She is attracting abundance, and you're stepping into this confident era. You're starting to feel like your hard work is not only paying off, but you're being recognized. You're being recognized for your hard work. You're putting yourself out there. You're being seen. This light is activating within you, Aquarius, and I feel like it's about time. I keep feeling like timing, and that could be the Hanged Man energy, but it feels like time has been a factor, divine timing at play here, like maturation or like the maturity date here of something coming to fruition for you. It could even be that you have learned a lot about your finances, or you're learning about maybe investments or crypto, stock markets, your financial future. You could be taking into your own hands and making some decisions or choices around your life in some way. It feels big. You have deep knowing. Deep knowing, number 43. Some of you may be 43 years old. Yeah, this is an inner knowing, and that's why that Two of Swords came up. Two of Swords came up as a source of financial blockage, what can sometimes be holding you back, and that's why this message is so important for you. This is about intuition. It's about listening to the oracle within. This can be empathy and even hypersensitivity. And the prosperity message for you, Aquarius, is this. This is a time when your hunches will pay large dividends. You can't make that up. There's your hunch, right? Listen to those hunches, because the investment, this is the large dividend here for you. If you listen to them, take the risk and act. That's what's going to pay off for you. So listen, Two of Swords, take the risk and act. That Knight of Swords energy here. That Sun, that's the large dividends as well. Within you, there is an oracular consciousness, a higher and deeper knowing that transcends the machinations of the smaller thinking mind. At the deep level of your intuitive senses, you have an access point to the genius of the collective, the energies of all thinkers, all creators, all inventors, and all leaders, and all that you need in order to leap into success are available to tune into. This is an act of listening intently, which we just talked about here. Past the busy mind, your genius awaits. You are a genius. You could be an inventor. You may be coming up with something new, something that's authentic, something that has your authentic stamp on it, even if it is something that many people offer, many people have. So for example, a YouTube channel, there's millions of them out there, but you may have a specific niche that you are tapping into. You may have a specific healing ability. It feels like you have the ability to put yourself out there and to be seen. So don't let that mind hold you back thinking that you're going to get washed away to the shore. You're going to drown in the madness of it all, or be buried here in everybody else's. You stand out. It's okay to stand out. Allow yourself to stand out. That Sun, don't dim your light to fit in. Don't let those beliefs of yours hold you back. The protection message is this, and I want to read to you that protection message just because there's a wavering back and forth with that Two of Swords and that Five of Cups and even the Death card here, okay? So this is what's important. Really pay attention. You are on empathy overload, right? You need to get grounded. So tune out for a bit. Hypersensitive, you're suffering from psychic exhaustion. This signals a time for a recharging of your batteries. Set energetic boundaries. Take a salt bath, empty your mind, and get back to you. It's not the time to be too open, right? Because soon enough, you can let your guard down. Right now, you need to take great self-care steps, right? Self-love. It's time to say no thank you to anyone in your life who exhausts you. Won't that feel good? Right? Won't that feel good? Because the Five of Cups, it can be empathy overload. It can be that you have a lot going on at this time. And so this can be a recalibration period for you, especially right before your season hits, depending on when you're watching this. But it feels like you are taking a step back. You're allowing your nervous system to hit that reset button because it feels like there has been a stressor, a financial stressor, or some sort of professional turmoil. And that Death card here is very powerful, right? This is the action step. Cut out anything in your life that has been a distraction or that has been draining your cup here, your energy, because you want to focus on, again, that windshield. You want to focus on what's ahead of you. And it's hard to do when our nervous system has been trained to just survive, or we've been in that fight or flight mode. So again, your hunches paying off large dividends, even if your hunch is saying, I just need to restore, I need to rest. I mean, that Hanged Man energy could be a forced pause, but it could be a necessary pause as well. And again, that Capricorn energy is coming in so strong because there's a bit of a similar vibe there. So if you are a cusper, or if you have Capricorn placements in your chart, you may want to check out that reading as well. Now, lastly, let's get a message from your spirit animals. Aquarius, if you can safely do so at this time, please close your eyes. Take a nice deep belly breath in from your nostrils. Big breath in. Hold it for the count of 3, 2, 1, and release through your mouth with a nice deep sigh. And with your eyes still closed, tune into your third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows and your forehead region. And I want you, Aquarius, to imagine the first animal or animals that show up in your mind's eye. Now, this could be an animal that flies high in the sky or swims deep in the sea. Your animal could be wild, domesticated, mystical, or magical. This could be a pet that's crossed over the rainbow bridge, one that's visited your path recently in the great outdoors, or has maybe even come to you through your dreams. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you are ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, where I draw one winner around the first of the month and post right back here on the community tab, all you need to do is drop your power animals, whether you have 1 or 5, no matter what they are, whatever was showing up in your mind's eye, Aquarius, drop them in the comment section below. I will enter you into that giveaway. All right. You have some powerful animals, and I'm seeing some repetitive animals here as well. We talked earlier about the horses. Moving into the year of the horse, there's going to be a lot of change, a lot of transformation coming through with the death energy, but I feel like it puts you on the path of freedom, financial freedom. This is about you feeling more liberated. There is, yes, stability here, but it requires you to take that leap of faith. And the horse here reminds you, freedom is yours. Believe in it. Some of you may be 33 years old, 57, or born on the 3rd or the 25th. Freedom is yours, horse spirit. Now, also, some of you may benefit from working with horses, maybe equine therapy or petting them, riding them. Horse is showing up strong for you. So it does feel like this year, financial freedom is not only possible, it feels like it's connected to your destiny. All right. Lastly, we have squirrel spirit. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself, even if people think that you're a bit nutty, right? Look at the squirrel. He has a bunch of these nuts here. And some of you may even have at times a little bit of that type A personality, or your mind can feel like it's going in a million different directions. That's why it's so important to ground yourself, because grounding your energy can help you feel more stabilized when it's something you're focused on, instead of focusing on 20 different things and doing it where it's not fully at 100%. I see you narrowing down some of those things, choosing what is most important, and then focusing on 1 or 2 of those things that are important when it comes to generating income or when it comes to your financial well-being. So believe in you, Aquarius. Lastly, we have, or two more, we have the armadillo, set healthy boundaries. You don't want to get walked all over. This is about not compromising your integrity. This has to do with you getting clear on what balance means, what fairness means, what does equality mean for you. So armadillo is reminding you to set healthy boundaries. And lastly, we have elephant, which immediately I'm thinking of Lord Ganesh, the remover of obstacles. And it says, learn from the past. Aquarius, you have learned a lot of hard lessons, right? Through the school of hard knocks, you have gone through some trials and tribulations. I see competitive energy or just feeling like you hadn't hit your stride. Like, all right, Mel, I've been working really, really hard. When can I finally see the rewards of my hard work paying off? And I see that you're learning, you are growing, you are evolving, and this is your time to really shine, to put yourself in an abundant mindset, because you deserve to be seen. And if you are in an environment currently where people are not respecting you, if your worth is being diminished, if your health is deteriorating, it's time that you make some choices to exit out of this energy and open yourself up to something new. And some of you are saying, Mel, that's what I've been trying to do. So even if there has been patience, which isn't always the strongest suit of the hanged man. I know it's not one of my favorite traits, but I see patience paying off here for you. And if you have been in limbo, or if you have been in this back and forth energy of new employment or building a business or collaborating or connecting with a client or a new company, a new person, new organization, something is coming together. Trust in this luck piece, okay? Wheel of Fortune here showing up, or I should say the sun more so at the bottom of the deck. So even if you don't see this quite yet, both luck and the sun are both at the bottom. So it is surfacing here for you, but it's going to require you taking the necessary steps that we talked about today. Thank you so much, Aquarius, for being here. If you enjoyed the reading, please do give it a thumbs up. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, and hit that bell. And again, drop your power animals in the comment section below. If you are interested in a personal reading or signing up for the monthly newsletter, you can find all of that information in the description box below or by visiting intuitivesoulcoach.com.